Right now, there's not really a great way to learn about bikes. You have to grind and spend a lot of hours researching forum posts and any other information that you can glean off of the internet in order to learn about bikes. If you don't, you'll spend a lot of hours in frustration trying to figure things out for yourself. Personally, I'm a 3-year fixed gear rider and bike mechanic, and for the past 3 years, I've spent about an hour every day reading forum posts about bikes and just researching fixed gear bikes and mechanics. And through that, I've learned a lot. But maybe you don't want to have to do that. So the first way that I learned a lot about bicycle mechanics was through a lot of reading. I digested the whole entire Sheldon Brown website a couple of times, and I still always have information to glean from that website. It's very accurate, it's well respected in the cycling community, and it's really friendly in the way that it presents its information in plain terms. Especially for beginners, I would highly recommend going to Sheldon Brown's website and reading anything that he has to offer. The problem with Sheldon Brown's website is that oftentimes people are looking for information about products. Sheldon Brown, may he rest in peace, his website is not exactly up to date and does not offer a lot of information about products. So if you want to research your first fixed gear, a lot of people often go to bikeforums.net. Now, bikeforums.net has a treasure trove of information that is accurate and really helpful. The only problem with bike forums is that you have to search through a lot of meaningless posts in order to glean some useful information. Along with that, bike forums has a really hostile user base. They don't take very kindly to new users, especially if they're asking a question about what first fixie to buy, or are these cranks any good? The problem with bike forums is that they don't like newbies. They don't like having their time wasted, but people need to be guided along, and some people are learning along the way, and bike forums, although it has a lot of up-to-date information, is not the friendliest place to learn information. Personally, I read bike forums every day. I've never had to post on the website, and I was still able to find all the information I've needed. But it has taken a lot of reading and a lot of time and a lot of sifting through angry, not so nice, and some funny comments. So after reading up on what you should buy and how to wisely spend your money, and also how to do the bike mechanic thing, you actually do the bike mechanic thing. And that is the best way to learn. The best way to actually learn bike mechanics is to have somebody teach you one-on-one, whether it be a competent and friendly bike shop, which is actually really hard to come by. Personally, I did not have one when I was first learning, or having an experienced friend guide you along as you work on your own project. If you don't have a competent, friendly bike shop or a good friend who's experienced in the realm of bicycle mechanics, then the next best thing is YouTube. YouTube has a lot of great tutorials where you can look up how to do just about any bike project. And I am even doing some tutorials to kind of help fill in the gaps for things that are fixed gear specific. But when you are working on your own bike, just remember that patience is the key. Take everything as slow as you possibly can, because if you don't, you can really screw up your bike permanently. Like, you could strip a thread, or you could just round out a bolt, or just something really annoying like that. So remember, patience is key. So this is the way that I learned how to work on bikes, and this is the way that I learned a lot about bike products. But again, it did take a lot of time, a lot of reading, a lot of making mistakes, and a lot of frustration. So there is a better way. Again, the best thing that you could do is to have somebody experienced with you in person help you and guide you along the way. That could be a local bike shop, again, hard to come by, one that's really good and really friendly, or an experienced friend. If you don't have either of these, there's an organization called the Bike Kitchen, which is a community garage where people work on their bikes. And they even have volunteers that are around to help you and assist you and help guide you along the way as you work on your own bike. They have tools available for you to use, and they have just about anything you need. They have tools, they have grease, they have all that good stuff, all that jazz, and they are happy to help. Again, not everybody has access to a good bike shop or bike kitchen. So the rest of us really have to hunker down on the internet and kind of dig through to see what we can learn. One of my goals for my YouTube channel is to combine the ease of use, the completeness and the thoroughness that Sheldon Brown's website has to offer with the up-to-date information about products that Bikeforms has to offer, while still being friendly and patient and all of that. So as long as I can help you get out on a bike that you would really love to ride and to actually get you out riding, then I am more than happy to help. Send me any question, leave a comment, and I will answer. As long as you're on a bike, I am happy.